Sean Murphy here with Compass, and we got another top 5 list for you. Today, we're going to cover the top 5 beaches on the South Shore of Massachusetts. My name is Sean Murphy. I work with Compass here on the South Shore, helping people buy, sell, invest, relocate with their residential real estate. So if there's anything I can help you with, please let me know. Contact info is here. But thank you for watching. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and let me know how I can assist you in any way possible. I've got my Hawaiian shirt on because we're talking about beaches, but this was a very hard list to put together. There are so many beaches down here on the South Shore, which is why people love living down here. The proximity to Boston. I probably left out some. I might have missed your favorites. So if I missed one of the beaches that you love, comment below. Let me know what I missed, why you love it so much, and I'll include it maybe in the next countdown. We'll see. Now, let's get into the countdown. Coming in at number 5 is White Horse Beach in Plymouth, Massachusetts. Now, White Horse Beach is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, and it's got that really classic New England summer beach village type of feel to it. Now, at White Horse Beach, along with a couple other beaches on this list that you'll find out, is very difficult to get parking at. There's about 400 yards of public beach, and then the rest of the 2 miles of beach here is private. To park anywhere on the road here, you need a Plymouth residential parking pass, which I would highly recommend finding somebody that owns a house down there that's got a driveway you can park in. But White Horse Beach, the little village down there, has got, again, that classic New England beach town vibe to it. They've got a general store and the Lobster Pound, and that's about it. The Lobster Pound sits on this bluff above the beach. It's a very cool spot, only open during the season though. And then you've got the general store that just has a lot of knickknacks and snacks and things that you see kids kind of pouring in and out of throughout the day during the summertime. One of my favorite things at White Horse Beach though is Flag Rock, which lies just off of the beach there, and it's got this little bit of rock that sticks out above the water, and on that rock is a painted American flag. Now this goes back to 1941 when it was first painted on there, and every single year they repaint the flag because it gets washed off a little bit. But it's such a cool thing to see laying right off of the beach there, right in the middle of the ocean. But White Horse Beach, guys, if you are up for an adventure, this is the beach to go to. The beauty is incredible. It almost feels like a hidden little beach town in Plymouth there, but I would definitely recommend checking it out and almost make a day trip out of it. Go hit downtown Plymouth, some of those historic sites if you haven't seen them yet, and then head over to White Horse Beach. Coming in at number 4 is Green Harbor Beach in Marshfield, Massachusetts. Now, very much like White Horse Beach in Plymouth that we just spoke about, the parking here at Green Harbor Beach is super limited. You need a parking pass, a residential parking pass if you're going to park anywhere on the road. Your best bet, again, find somebody that lives there. Park in their driveway. The public parking is very limited. But Green Harbor Beach is an amazing place to bring little kids. And there's 2 main reasons for that. Number 1, the water's very calm here. They've got a jetty on the northern part of the beach that keeps the water very calm. There aren't big waves, and it's an easy place for these kids to just play in the shallow part of the ocean there. But the second reason is that right next to that jetty is the inlet that goes into Green Harbor. So all day long you're seeing boats coming in and out, recreational boats, lobster boats, fishing boats, but they're coming in and out and you are right next to them. So kids are just standing there waving all day long. It's a really cool place and the kids have an amazing time. But while Green Harbor Beach is just a tiny little beach there, it does connect to Duxbury Beach. So if you are in the mood for a quiet beach day with the ability to go for a long beach walk, this is your place. Rare combo there, but this is your beach. You can walk all the way from Green Harbor all the way over to Duxbury Beach and continue down that 6-mile long beach, which we will talk about later in the countdown, and just make a day of it. But while Green Harbor is hard to get parking at, again, I would highly recommend checking it out one day this summer and enjoy a really quiet, family-filled day at the beach. Coming in at number 3, my local surf spot, Nantasket Beach in Hull, Massachusetts. Nantasket Beach is by far the busiest beach on the South Shore during the summertime. It's an incredible spot. It's got probably the most amenities out of any of these beaches just because of its proximity to the restaurants, the bars, and the shops. There is a public part and a private part. So if you're not familiar with Hull, it's a long peninsula, and Hull is sandwiched in between Hingham and Cohasset. But as you enter into Hull and the Nantasket Beach area, there are multiple public parking lots. Of course, you do have to pay per day while you park there. That ranges from $10 to $25, but there are multiple parking lot options which are right on the beach, and you can walk right down. It's a short walk with all your gear to get down there. The public part of the beach does have lifeguards, it does have bathrooms, and again, you have the ability to walk over to all of these restaurants, bars, and shops that are right there. Now, as you go further down the beach, which by the way, Nantasket Beach is about 3.5 miles long, so it's a really big beach. As you drive further into Hull, it becomes the private part of the beach, where you have to have a residential parking pass to park anywhere on the streets, and there are no lifeguards, there are no public restrooms. So this, once you go further into Hull, it really starts to feel again like that old New England beach vibe. It's just a beach. There's no amenities. You're just going for the beauty of the beach. But Nantasket Beach has almost no rocks. It's all fine sand. There are waves that come in here, making it a really big destination for local surfers like myself. But again, the beach is huge, so even if there are surfers, there's multiple breaks throughout the beach, so they're all spread out, and it really doesn't get that busy. So if you're gonna make a day, if you're driving from somewhere outside of the South Shore, Nantasket Beach is a great place due to the parking, the restaurants, the bars, the amenities that it does have. But keep in mind, that public part gets really, really busy. Coming in at number 2, Duxbury Beach in Duxbury, Massachusetts. Now, Duxbury Beach is a beauty. It's a barrier beach that is connected to Duxbury by Powder Point Bridge, which I could do a whole nother video on just that bridge itself. It's a wooden bridge that was built in 1892 that's 2,200 feet long. And when you go over this bridge, if you're coming from Duxbury to the beach, you're driving on this bridge that has a 10-mile-per-hour speed limit, and as you're driving, you're hearing these old wooden beams just kind of creaking back and forth. It's an amazing experience that just reminds you, again, of this old New England beach life that people love. Now, Duxbury Beach has public parking. It's $20 per day. There's multiple lots and a couple of overflow lots that you can park in, and right on one of those main public lots is Blakeman's Restaurant, which also has a snack bar and bathrooms, and this is where the lifeguard stations are on this part of the beach. So you've got a restaurant right there, which makes it amazing. You can make a full day of it. Now, the other parking lots are for Duxbury residents only with the residential parking pass. But Duxbury Beach, unlike all of the other ones on this list, has an oversand permit. So you can buy one of these oversand permits for about $350, and you can drive out onto the southern part of Duxbury Beach and park your car and set up shop. If you've never done this before, it's an awesome way to experience a day at the beach. You lower the air in your tires, drive out a little bit, set up shop for the day, and when you're ready to go, hop back in the car, drive off the beach. It's that simple. But it's a very popular option during the summertime, so you gotta be prepped to get there early in the day. You get in line because they limit the number of cars that are allowed onto that beach. But again, this is something that no other beach on this list offers, which makes it a really cool part about Duxbury Beach. Now, another note about Duxbury Beach, it's the longest one on this list. It's 6 miles long. It's huge. You have, again, the public part, you have the private parking area, and then you have the oversand part. Now, if you drive all the way to the end of Duxbury Beach, there are houses out there. The only way to get to those houses is by driving on the sand. But it's a very cool little spot to explore if you have the ability to drive your car out there. Coming in at number 1, Sandy Beach in Cohasset, Massachusetts. Now, Sandy Beach is a teeny tiny little beach. It's about 300 feet long, but this beach is private to the residents of Cohasset. You have to get a parking pass to get into the parking lot. It's a beautiful beach that's in this little tiny cove surrounded by these multi-million-dollar homes up on these bluffs. But the sand there is super fine. It's a really wide beach, and at low tide, it gets even bigger. They have a parking lot that is even with the beach, and it's right there. So getting all of your stuff, the kids, the gear, getting all of that from the car to the beach is super simple. But a couple years ago, they rebuilt the building that is there on the beach, and it now houses 2 huge brand new bathrooms, an outdoor shower, a wash-off station, the lifeguard station, as well as the snack bar. And this snack bar is not just a snack bar. They're serving sandwiches, lobster rolls, they have ice cream, they have candy, they have drinks, they have coffee, they have everything you might need right there on the beach. But this beach is actually a privately run beach by the Sandy Beach Association. They raise their own money, which funds the lifeguards, that snack bar, an annual beach cleanup. So they take really good care of this beach, and it's a gorgeous place that never gets too busy because of the fact that you have to have a parking pass. But it's a beautiful beach, it's very family oriented, and having that snack bar with the bathrooms and the parking lot in that close proximity really helps make it number 1 on this list. So there you have it, guys, the top 5 beaches on the South Shore of Massachusetts. And again, there are probably some on this list that are your favorites that I missed, but there were so many to choose from, so if I missed anything, let me know in the comments below. But as always, guys, my name is Sean Murphy. I work with Compass here on the South Shore, helping people buy, sell, invest, relocate with residential real estate. If there's anything I can help you with, contact info is right there. But make sure, please subscribe to this channel, like this video, and stay tuned. I'm going to be coming out with a lot more videos just like this to help you get more familiar with the South Shore of Massachusetts and what makes it such an amazing place to live in.